Hello to everybody out there. And right now it is 9:30 in the morning. So yeah, I figured why not do a live stream today? And I think I'm gonna just I'm gonna go solo for this one here. But yeah, so while I wait, I'm gonna look at some news here. And yeah, I've been kind of looking at MovieWeb lately. I don't care about Rob Zombie's Monsters movie. And I know it's going to be PG apparently. Don't care about that. But we got one person watching. Got my drink here. Hello to Alter Ego and Steven. How's it going, guys? So I got three people watching. Yeah, I did hear about that. Apparently they're doing an animated series on Married with Children. I'm just indifferent about it. Well, to be honest with you, I've never really seen a lot of Married with Children, so I didn't really catch a lot of that. But yeah, we don't need an animated sequel. I mean, that's just me. Yeah, rest in peace, Fred Ward. Sad to hear that. Hey, Bobby. But yeah, Fred Ward, rest in peace. Great actor, great character actor from Tremors, Uncommon Valor, a lot of great movies. Even Tremors 2 is a lot of fun. And he had a bit part in Joe Dirt, which I forgot about. But yeah, rest in peace to Fred, Mr. Ward. But I hope everybody's doing good out there. Everybody watching. Okay, why did that just happen? Like I'm going live, but then like the time would start over. So I don't know. I don't even know he was. I don't know why it does that. Like I was going live, but then the time start over. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Doing good, DJ. Just sitting back and doing a live stream this morning, and yeah, I'll go for a little bit. I mean, I was just kind of sitting back and doing nothing, so I figured why not do a live stream. Maybe I'll go for like an hour or so. Yeah, so the last two reviews that I got as far as requests, I'm going to review Cobra Kai season 1, so I got to go back and watch that, rewatch the first season, and then Spider-Man: No Way Home, which those videos will be collaboration. There will be collaboration videos, and after that, I'll be done with the requests, and then I can get back to more random content. I'll go at my own pace and stuff like that. Get back to more random reviews, commentaries, topics. So yeah, I got two more of those to go, requests, and I know Wild Man Beyond, he wanted me to do, which was a paid request, to review his radio project. So for Wild Man Beyond, I haven't forgot about that. I got to do that for him. But after those, like I said, I'll get back to more random content and reviews and topics, commentaries, if I could do commentaries. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on, like I said, the setup and, what movies you have. But I'll, if you want to come up with a few, and I'll come up with a few, and we'll get together on that. We'll write each other email, and we'll figure out something. I mean, like I said, the only thing that would be annoying is, if if we found something online and we run into ads and stuff, and that's annoying. But yeah, I mean, if we, like I said, if you come up with a few and I come up with a few, and we'll come together um, with some options and stuff, and we'll pick one, or we'll run a poll for people out there. Me and Steven, we're talking about doing some kind of commentary, and it could be for Stone Cold, it could be for something else. But yeah, so for people watching out there, you know what's happening. We haven't picked a day yet or a time, but uh, we'll get together more on that. Yeah, Willy's Wonderland was a lot of fun. That was a bonkers movie. Uh, I watched it the other day and had fun with it. Well, I think with that, they both, like I said, they both have laptops, and they were probably streaming with their phones. Um, so I think that's, what happened. I mean, I don't think they have HBO Max, but um, maybe the guy that requested it did. So, but yeah, I mean, I would not want to do a Euphoria. That's for sure. Grand Theft Ruben in the house. Yeah, Lucy's doing good. She's somewhere. It's funny because that emoji looks just like her, but yeah, she's doing good. She's just doing her thing. I have never seen The Postman. I've heard of it. Never seen it. I know it's a long movie. The Postman. But I think my chair make noises. But right now, and I was looking at my channel. So I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Right now I'm sitting at 405. And I know that once I get to 500, I can gain access to community posts and do polls. So I'm ready to, I'm ready to get to that. I'm ready to get to more, community posts and, polls and stuff. But yeah, we're definitely not going to do Euphoria. That's for sure. I don't want to rip my hair out, or on if I can. I've already shaved it. I mean, well, cut it. But yeah, I would go insane if I have to watch Euphoria. Sega, the video game system. I didn't have a Sega back in the day, but yeah, I remember a couple of games on Sega. Like Sonic, and I think my cousin had a Sega, and I remember playing a little bit, but I never had a system. Yeah, Crimes of the Future, the new Cronenberg movie. It looks good. It looks trippy. It's like, hey, Cronenberg, this looks like a Cronenberg movie. So I'm definitely interested in, what's going to happen. But I don't think I've ever seen you before here on the stream, but thank you for dropping in. Hopium. Tom Kalinske, I don't know who that is. Never seen. I mean, I don't know what that is. But yeah, so me and Steven will have to get up and pick a day and time to do a commentary. And, we've talked about Stone Cold, but yeah, like I said, Steven, if there's a few you have in mind, I have quite a few movies. So even if I don't have the right setup or the things that I would like to have for a commentary, we can still make something happen. Yeah. The creepiest ghost movie I ever seen, the creepiest ghost movie. I don't have to think about that. I mean, there's some good ones, but nothing really. That's the thing. Nothing really creeps. Can't even talk right. Nothing really creeps me out anymore. I mean, there's some good ghost movies, like The Changeling. That's a good one. great atmosphere. But yeah. Yeah, I would like to have seen that. Yeah, I can see that. Keanu Reeves would have been a good Doctor Strange in the 90s. But, for people out there, as far as the next hangout, I think I'm going to do it this Saturday during the day. So for people out there that want to jump in for the next hangout, letting you guys know that this Saturday I'm going to do it, and it's going to be during the day. So yeah, perhaps. Yeah, that'd be good. Now, usually I'm working today, but I got today swapped out for another day, so now I got to work tomorrow through Thursday, and the only 2 days I'm gonna have off this week is Friday and Saturday. So maybe we could do something then, or now the next weekend I'm gonna try to take a few days. Uh, that Saturday, the 28th, I'll be going to a convention. But that's the only thing that's happening that weekend. But yeah, I'm going to try to take a few days, not this coming weekend, but the next. So, but yeah, for this week, the only days that I have off are Friday and Saturday. So we'll figure something out, and maybe we can, come up with something by then or before then, and we'll set up a time. Yeah, yeah, sure. I think that could work. As Drax, I don't know about maybe it would have been a good Drax back in the 90s. I think Andre the Giant, he would have been cool for something, but I don't know about Drax. Now that I could see. I could see Tom Selleck as Iron Man. To me, his best role is probably 127 Hours. That was a good movie. Francisco Franco, I'd never heard of him. The Cats and Dogs movies, yeah. I remember the first one, but I remember Jeff Goldblum's in it, but I haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah, that could work. I could see that happening. Like Andre the Giant, I can imagine if the MCU was around in the 80s, they would have had him be, they would have him play something. You know, you would have Tom Selleck as Iron Man, which would have been awesome. Uh, Captain America, it would have been a good Captain America in the 80s. I'm trying to think about that one. I always thought about this, and I know he's not part of the MCU or whatever, but I think if Michael Biehn had played Daredevil in the 90s, he would have been good. But yeah, Ruben has some good ideas. But yeah, like I said, once I reach 500 subs, I could do post bulletins and polls and stuff, and so I'm kind of ready for that. Ready to do a little bit more there. The Estevez family, I'm a big fan of Emilio. Charlie Sheen, I like. I don't know much about him now. I don't know if he's gotten better. Martin Sheen's a great actor, so there you go. The Deadly Spawn, I haven't seen. Fun 80s creature feature. I have to look that up. Laura Branigan, great singer. Andre the Giant as Hulk, maybe. That would have been good too. Christopher Walken as Vision. Yeah, I could see that. Wow. I saw a vision. Now I'm trying to picture that, Christopher Walken as Vision. That I would be down for it, and it would be hilarious. Wow. I can't do a Walken impression. Yeah, why not? I mean, Gregory Peck, I haven't really seen much of his stuff. I mean, I think he was in 12 Angry Men, but that's the only film that I have with Gregory Peck. Sure, I could see that. You know what? I know that before the X-Men film came out, I think this was around 96, 97. They had made some artwork where they wanted Mel Gibson as Wolverine. I think that would have been cool. So Mel Gibson, and you can find it out there, it's on the internet, but there's some artwork where you have Mel Gibson as Wolverine. I would have been down for that. Like that would have been cool. Yeah, sure, that would have been cool. Al Pacino as the Winter Soldier, if made in the 70s, sure. Who would have made a good director for a 90s Smurfs movie? Whoever the guy was, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the guy that directed the Flintstones movie, I forgot the name of the director, Brian Levant. One of those guys, I could still watch the Flintstones movie, but it's flawed, but I could still have fun with it. So maybe use somebody like that. That would have been good too. John Ritter. Yeah, John Ritter could work. I don't know about that. I think John Ritter would be a better choice. Dick Van Dyke, even in the 80s, he was old. And he's still around, which is great. But I guess you're referring to the 50s, the era of, Mary Poppins. But I don't know. They're coming up with a lot of great ideas. I don't know about James Earl Jones, but maybe, Denzel, like if it was back in the 80s or early 90s. You're just full of ideas, Ruben. It would have made a good director for an 80s Marmaduke movie. I have no idea. I don't know what Marmaduke is. I know it's something to do with the dog, but I'm not too familiar with the story. Sure. Francis Ford Coppola. I haven't seen the Godfather movies. I do have them, but I haven't really seen much of his work. I mean, I know who he is, but I haven't seen a lot of his work. So right now we got 5 people watching. Who would have made a good director for a 90s Garfield movie? Well, I would say this. If you're going to do that, do it like, Roger Rabbit, where it could be a blend of, you have a real life person, reacting to a animated character. You could do it like Roger Rabbit. And I would have maybe, I I don't know who could direct it. I mean, I'm trying to think of a director that would be, maybe somebody out there can come up with a director, but yeah, I mean, I could see that style if done like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where you have a real life character interacting with the cartoon. They could do it like that, but maybe I don't know. Someone could say Robert Zemeckis, but I don't think he would ever touch a Garfield movie, even in the '90s. But someone else, yeah, I could see that. Um, Favorite '50s movie? I don't know if I have a favorite. I haven't seen too many films from the '50s. The Scream films out of 10. Okay, Scream 1, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. Scream 2, I'll give it. Hmm. Maybe think here. All right, so Scream 1, I'm going to give that 9 out of 10. Scream 2, I'm going to give it, say, 8. Scream 3, I'm going to give that maybe like a 7.5. Scream 4, I'll give that 7. So Scream 1, I'll give that a 9. The Scream 2, I'll give it an 8. Scream 3, 7.5. Scream 4, 7. Because I still haven't seen Scream 5. That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be good. 80s Scooby-Doo movie. Joe Dante. Why not? Like, that would be right up Joe Dante's alley. Joe Dante in the 80s, he did Explorers, he did The Burbs. Like, he would be perfect for that type of movie. He's good at, making dark comedies. I think he'd be an interesting choice for a Scooby-Doo movie. So get Joe Dante. I mean, he did Gremlins, Gremlins 2, The Burbs, Explorers, Inner Space. Yeah, he's a director that, can bring the right blend of comedy and adventure and dark humor. So yeah, get Joe Dante. Yeah, Bei Ling, also a great, very beautiful in person. Met her last year. Okay, First Blood. I'm going to give that 9 out of 10. First Blood Part 2, 9 out of 10, because I love the first two. Rambo 3. That's tough because I love it. It's underrated to me. All right, so okay, let me think about this. Okay, First Blood, 9 out of 10. First Blood Part 2, 9 out of 10. Rambo 3. You know what? 9 out of 10. Rambo 4, 8 out of 10. And Rambo 5, 4 out of 10. Or 3. Get the last 10 minutes of the movie I can enjoy. But other than that, it's just not a good movie. It's to me it's a 3 or 4, maybe a 3 out of 10 movie for me. That's Rambo 5. Freddie Prinze Sr. I know he was in that show back in the day, Chico and the Man, but I haven't seen it. And Freddie Prinze Jr. I don't know about as a person, but he's done a couple of movies that I don't mind him in. Julie Roberts, good actress. That would have been cool. Yeah, The Brave One, Street Kings 2, I haven't seen, but Street Kings is great, and The Brave One's good. What would be your 80s and 90s Scooby-Doo cast? I have no idea. Shaggy, maybe in the 90s. You could have had Jim Carrey play Shaggy. That's just an idea. Fred, I don't know who would play Fred. um, Who would have been a good Fred? Who would have played a good Fred in the 90s for people out there? I'm trying to think who would have been a good Fred. The 80s, they would probably get the Brat Pack or something to play the Mystery Inc. Like I can imagine the 80s, you probably would have had Matthew Broderick played Shaggy, Anthony Michael Hall as Fred, and yeah, like some of those people. In the 90s, you probably would have had Jim Carrey as Shaggy. As Fred, you probably would have had um, maybe Christian Slater. I don't know. That would have been cool. Let me see here. 90s Garfield cast. I have no idea. Three's Company. I haven't seen, but I know it. I know what it is. Cuba Gooding Jr. Good actor, but as of late, I'm not sure about. Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah, Jim Carrey's Deadpool would have been cool. Or maybe like Christian Slater as Deadpool, because you look at a movie like Cuffs, that at times you have the character talking to the camera. Like he would have been good. He would like Christian Slater would have been good for Deadpool, or Bruce Willis. In fact, there are vibes of Joker in the train scene of the Brave One. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get that feeling a little bit. Although I would say Joker is a film that I prefer a little bit more. Death Wish movies. But yeah, The Brave One's a good movie. I do understand sort of the mixed reviews on IMDb, and I understand all the Death Wish comparisons, but it's still a solid movie. I liked it. The Hunted, 2003, I will give that 9 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking about. Ali Sheedy is Velma. That'd be perfect. Action films that I think are 10 out of 10. Die Hard, um, Predator, RoboCop, the original. Um, you know what? If I could go back to Rambo First Blood Part 2, I would probably give that a 10 out of 10. Um, Trying to think of another one. Um, yeah, I could say Commando would be a 10 out of 10 movie for me. So those are a few that I would give a 10 out of 10. A Yogi Bear movie during the 80s. I don't know. Um, Maybe I have no idea. Maybe maybe somebody, I don't know. I don't know why I thought of Richard Donner because he directed The Goonies, but Richard Donner would never touch a Yogi Bear movie at that time. But that would be just trying to think of like directors who would do PG movies. Sean Bean as Sabretooth, maybe. That would be cool. Yeah. I mean, a Jackie Chan movie that I would give a 10 out of 10. Like, for me, Legend of Drunken Master, Rumble in the Bronx, those two movies. Hey, Wild Man, how's it going? Wild Man Beyond's in the house. Straight from Mars. um, Yeah, that director would have done better with Sabotage than David Ayer. Neil Jordan, he directed, for people out there, he directed Michael Collins and he directed The Brave One with Jodie Foster. And I think if you would have had that director do Sabotage, he would have done a better job. Tiger Woods, um, good player, good golf player, but I know he's been in he's been in some trouble. But it seems like he's starting to come back a little bit. But wow, man, great for you to jump in. I mean, great to see you, man. And uh, Cobra Kai season 1, I'm gonna be rewatching that again soon, and then I have to pick a time and a day to review that, and I'll be joined with my brother for that review. And like I said, the invite's still open. If you want to be a third on that one. And then me and my brother, we're going to talk about and review Spider-Man No Way Home. So that's coming. And a review for your radio project. Wild Man Beyond sent in a paid request for that. So those videos I'll be working on soon. DSX, The Conspiracy, that would have been a great, I'd like to see it be adapted. There were talks of it, like in the mid 2000s, but nothing ever happened. It never got off the ground. They were talking about it. I think they were writing the script, but it never happened. And I would say, you know what? I was going to say Half-Life, but Twisted Metal, that would be fun. I know they're doing a series for Peacock, a Twisted Metal series, but I have no hope in them doing it right. I have a bad feeling, like right here, because I want to see it. I want to see a fun Twisted Metal movie, not a series on Peacock. So those are my picks, and maybe Half-Life. Oh, you know what? I got that question mixed up. I just looked. Well, so in case people ask about video games that I like to see, video games that I would like to see made into movies, I just answered that question. So the question that Wild Man Beyond is asking here, and I must have looked at it wrong. But what movie would I like to see be made into a game? I always thought that Tremors would be fun because it would be like a free roam, and you could play as either Val, Earl, or Bert, and you could run around perfection. It could be like third person, and you can have all these creatures, graboids, and all these different creatures from the franchise that can show up in the game, and you can choose your weapons and stuff. Like, to me, Tremors would have been a good game, and they could still do it. That'd be fun. Sorry if I got mixed up on the question there, but yeah, I thought you asked what video games that I'd like to see be made into movies, and I had to read the question again. So, but yeah, Tremors would be great. Favorite sequel posters? One poster that I always think about is Friday the 13th Part 7, because you have the knife going down the middle. All right, I love that. PBS nowadays, I don't really pay attention too much. I don't even know what's on PBS. I mean, is PBS still around? Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool to see Hard Target as a game. That would be awesome. Have Van Damme provide the voice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Yogi Bear movie. Yeah, I was just trying to think of different directors at that time who did PG movies. But I don't know who would direct a 80s Yogi Bear movie. Hey, Common Rider. I'm so detached from films nowadays, but I did see The Northman the other day in cinema, and it was a good experience. An A24 film that isn't boring over pretentious tripe. Yeah, I've heard good things about The Northman. Maybe sometime I'd like to go check it out, or maybe you know check it out when it hits streaming or something. Dr. Mike, I don't know who that is. Yeah, rest in peace, Fred Ward. Mr. Bassett, Earl Bassett from Tremors. Uh, yeah, great actor. Definitely miss Fred Ward. Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, I remember back in the day, there was a Jackie Chan game for PlayStation called Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. That was a fun game. I remember playing that quite a bit. And like you would run around these different like little alleyways and markets, and you could throw crates at people and fight all these different little uh, gangs and stuff. But yeah, I did have that on PlayStation back in the day. Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. That was fun. So I could imagine if back in the day, if they did a video game for Rumble in the Bronx, it'd be kind of like that. The Northman, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it. So Police Story, yeah, that'd be cool. Who would have been a good director for a '90s Rocky and Bullwinkle movie? Well, the one that came out, I forgot if was it 2000. Yeah, maybe that's not such a good idea. But I remember when that I didn't see it, but even at that time in 2000, I'm like a Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. Oh, this looks bad. Yeah, that would be a great one. Big Trouble in Little China. Like for me, like that would be like a number two. Like did I mention Tremors? Behind that, I would say Big Trouble in Little China. That'd be great. The Spectacular Now. I don't know what that is. Rocky Balboa and Bullwinkle. Can you imagine that fight? I think Balboa would just KO Bullwinkle. Paganism. I've heard of it, but I don't know what much about it. Software Blender. Don't know what that is. 3D animated. I don't know what's that about. A24 does have good films, but far more bad ones than good. I hated The Witch, The Green Knight. Didn't care for Hereditary, but I loved Uncut Gems, The Lighthouse, Good Time. Yeah, I've heard good things about. I got Uncut Gems on Blu-ray. I haven't seen The Lighthouse, but I've heard good things about Good Time. And I also heard because of that movie, that's why Robert Pattinson got the role of the Batman, because I think the director had watched Good Time. So, yeah, I guess it depends. I mean, it seems like their non-horror movies would be more my like I would be more interested in that type of stuff because what I've seen of Uncut Gems, like I have it on Blu-ray, but I haven't seen it all the way. So uh, I'd like to check that out. But if A24 did more like that, um, I would be down for that. Call the Congress. Yeah. Would you rather watch Spider-Man 3, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, or No Way Home? Um, you know what? Give me The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'll pay if I had to pick one, I'll go with that. Hey, Scotty, cool for you to pop in here. And for the people that are still watching right now, and I told some people at the beginning, but this Saturday I'm going to do another hangout. So, and I know sometimes, Scotty and Wildman and others, they like to pop in. But yeah, this Saturday, I'm going to do another hangout during the day. And so the invite is open. If you guys can make, great. If you can't, no problem. But um, just throwing it out there for, the people in the chat and for people that, often come in the streams. I'm going to do another hangout this Saturday. Uh, so there you go. Who would have been a good director for an 80s underdog movie? I have no idea. Yeah, Scarface for PlayStation 2. Yeah, that was a great game. I never beat it, but I remember, having fun with it. But yeah, that was a great game. It makes me want to have a PlayStation 2. Yeah, I definitely, would like to have a PlayStation 2 again and, just to have. Speaking of which, I saw The Northman, thought it was okay. I felt tired for a bit in the beginning. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah, somebody else, Hopium talked about he saw the movie. No, don't do that, please. But I have no in Hollywood now, they would probably do that. Yeah, that might have would have been interesting. Like it would have been interesting to see, but I think Knoxville works better. The Pelican Brief I have never seen. I think I do have it somewhere, but I've never seen it. All right. Yeah, Robert Pattinson has really surprised me over the years with his roles. The dude is talented and should be relegated to being known as the Twilight guy. Yeah, I mean, Robert Pattinson surprised me in the Batman, and I am definitely curious about the sequel. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, cartoons back in like the '90s for me it was the Ninja Turtles cartoon. There's other little random cartoons I would watch, like Hey Arnold. I mean, like the ones on Nickelodeon, they would have like Doug, Hey Arnold, um, Rocco's Modern Life. Saturday mornings I would watch Bobby's World or things of that sort. So yeah. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen Midsommar, so I don't really have an opinion on it. If Scarface is remastered for PS4, I definitely would like to get that because I do have a PS4. That's cool. The Big Lebowski is a video game. What are you going to do? Just lounge around all day? I mean, somebody, what would that be like? A Big Lebowski video game that you would just, you would lounge around all day. You'll be in search for, a new rug because what's his name peed on it. You would be going to the bowling alley. That would be like that would be a fun video game. Just to, it'll be funny, but I don't know how they would do it. But I can imagine, you would play as Lebowski and you would go to the bowling alley and chill with Walter and Donnie. Yeah, Sean William Scott. He's a good actor. I like him in the American Pie movie. Well, Sunday, usually I'm off Sundays. I mean, usually I work Sundays, but I got today swapped out for another day. So I got to work tomorrow through Thursday. And so the only 2 days I'm going to have off this weekend is going to be Friday and Saturday. But yeah, where I work, you can swap days. I've never done it before. But yeah, so this is the first time I ever swapped out a day. So I was off today and I was just sitting around, so I thought, why not do a live stream? But yeah, we can swap days at work if somebody will cover, for that shift. Tenet, I still haven't seen. Maybe sometime I'd like to check that out. But that's cool. Scarface has got a remaster. The Ghostbusters cartoon, I haven't really seen a lot of. Maybe a little bit, but I haven't really seen a lot of the cartoon. Actresses that I adore. Well, I mean, there's some actresses that I've met that are gorgeous in person, like Nev Campbell, Danielle Harris, Bei Ling. But I mean, there's ones that I have a crush on, but I mean, everybody's got a crush on somebody. I mean, like, especially actresses. But I know I can never get that. But yeah. The Goon, I've never seen, but I've heard about it. I've heard of the Goon. And apparently, I think they made a sequel. But that's all I know about the Goon. Yeah, back in the day, Fox Kids. I can't remember every cartoon that was on that would come on in the morning, like Saturday morning, but yeah, that was fun back in the day. Yeah, Bobby's World, that was a good show. Never rode a dune buggy. I don't. I mean, I have a PS4 right now, and I'm good with the PS4. Blues Brothers, maybe it'd be fun. Mommy Dearest, I've never seen, but I think I have that on DVD somewhere. My favorite Jackie Chan movie, I gotta say, probably Legend of Drunken Master. That's my favorite. Yeah, that'd be cool. Why didn't we get that Dirty Harry game back in the day? Around, what was it, 2006? Like I would have loved to have seen that. You know, back in the day. Okay, shake hands with, play Connect Four with, and go guitar practices with Chris Rock, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Sean William Scott. That's a weird combination, but shake hands with. I'll shake hands with Chris Rock and say I'm sorry for what happened, and fuck Will Smith. Rocky Bullwinkle. I played Connect Four with those guys. Sean William Scott. I'll play guitar with. So there you go. Son of a Gun? Okay, I've never seen that. I have to look that up. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick apparently is getting a lot of good reviews. So I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, I still haven't seen Top Gun. I know that's an eye opener, but um, I would like to watch that first. I would like to watch Top Gun first, and then watch Top Gun, Top Gun Maverick. IKEA. I've never been to an IKEA. You got to work from 1 to 11. Damn. But yeah, like I said, usually I work on Sundays, but I got today swapped out. I have to check out Tenet. I've heard some good things about the movie. Caribbean music, I don't know much about. Yeah, Tetris was great back in the day. Yeah, I'm going to a convention here in a couple of weeks. It's not a big convention, but Daniel Harris is going to be there, so yeah, you can bet I'm going to meet her again. Clint Howard, he's going to be there. Stephen Williams, who was in the X Files, who played Mr. X, yeah, he's going to be there. William Forsythe, he's going to be, he's going to be there. And I don't know why I keep scratching my nose. Felicia Rose, Tom Savini. I mean, I'm probably going to meet like maybe a couple of people, but that's pretty much it. And my nose is itching. Yeah, Nev and Danielle. Yeah. But again, I don't know why my nose is itching. Yeah, okay. I don't know who that is, though. Yeah, I agree to that. Speed buggy, I don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Goon, but I think I have it actually. Now that I think about it, I think I have the Goon somewhere, but I haven't watched it yet. I don't mind spinach. The bad graphics. I don't remember the Scarface game having bad graphics, but I just remember having fun with it back in the day. Oh, that's cool. And I'm trying to catch up here with the comments. Boney M, I don't know who that is. Yeah, Dirty Harry. That would have been great, like I said, if they had done the video game back then. Yeah, that would have been cool. I'm surprised they never did that back in the day, like a game with a Fry robot. Shake hands with, eat Italian food, and ride a Lambo with Danny DeVito, Robin Williams, and Jeremy Irons. I'll shake hands with. Hmm. I'll shake hands with Robin. Eat Italian food with Jeremy Irons because he seems like a Olive Garden person. I don't know why, but and I'll ride a Lambo with Danny DeVito. Saw that Cursed was getting a Blu-ray from Screen Factory, but sadly only the two cuts that was released, a PG-13 and unrated, not the original cut. Yeah, I have Cursed, but I've never seen it. I've heard so much about it, its reputation, but I've never seen the movie. The Natural, I don't think I've seen The Natural, but I do have it somewhere. Go monster truck driving with, play Monopoly with, and eat a lot of hometown buffet. Wow, Martin Lawrence, Willie Nelson, and Popeye. Um, I would go to the buffet with Popeye. We can go to the old Golden Corral. Willie Nelson, I'll go monster truck driving with and play Monopoly with Martin Lawrence. Yeah, exactly. I'm afraid to watch G.I. Jane now because Will Smith is going to show up and slap me. Coke? No, I'm not doing Coke. I'm not Amber Heard on the stand. Like, I mean, who does this on the stand? Like, this is what Amber Heard did on the stand. Who does that? Surprised nobody's like, didn't look at her tissue. Falcon Punch, Battle Kick, Throw into a Volcano. Victor Salva, Alec Baldwin, John Landis. Falcon Punch, John Landis, Battle Kick, Alec Baldwin, and Victor Salva, Into the Volcano. Natalie Portman, good actress. And again, I'm trying to catch up here a little bit. Shooting bad guys, riding a bike, get into the chopper with Tom Sizemore, Peter Fonda, Carl Weathers. I'll shoot bad guys with Carl Weathers. Then I could team up with Action Jackson, ride a bike with Peter Fonda, and get into the chopper with Tom Sizemore. Yeah, G.I. Jane's a good movie, underrated. Not many people talk about it now, but G.I. Jane, well, they talk about it now because of the Chris Rock thing, but yeah, G.I. Jane, it's a solid action movie. I do enjoy it. I agree, Bobby. Yeah. As much as I'm looking forward to the new Cronenberg movie, I don't want to get my hopes up too much because Brandon Cronenberg directed Possessor, which disappointed me. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Possessor. I do have that. I know. I picked that up not too long ago, but I've still haven't seen the film. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this new Cronenberg movie. Sorry if you're making a little bit. That's my chair making the noise. My favorite Robin Williams movie, I'm gonna say, hmm, my favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, he's done a lot of great movies. I mean, I could say Hook. You know what? Jumanji. That's my favorite. So that's my favorite Rob. Yeah, my favorite Robin Williams movie is probably Jumanji. Okay, drop 20 center blocks on, toss into a sack of potatoes, and have the Three Stooges beat the shit out of Alec Baldwin, Max Landis, and John Moore. I'm going to drop 20 center blocks on Alec Baldwin for sure. I could toss, yeah, John Moore into a sack of potatoes, and the Three Stooges can beat the shit out of Max Landis. Catching cars, flying on a private jet, playing baseball with, um, basketball with. I'll play basketball with Larry Bird, Carl Johnson. I don't know who that is, but we'll catching cars. Robert Downey Jr. I'll fly in a jet with. Um, I don't know if he needs to retire. Just do other projects. Take a break from action movies. I don't know about that. Um, energy drinks. I don't do them. I mean, I try to stay away from those. Um, I I see what they can do. I mean, I've seen the video out there where a guy had drunk like 20 Red Bulls or something, and he had to go to the ER, and you could see his heart beating out of his chest. And it's like to me, that's why I don't do energy drinks. I much rather drink like this is a flavored water, but yeah, I mean, I do drink like diet sodas from time to time, and that's not much better. But I stay away from Red Bulls and those type like energy drinks. I stay away from them. Seth MacFarlane, if he directed Thor Ragnarok, yeah, I think it would be even more of a joke. Yeah, Ridley Scott did a good job directing that. And like I said, it's an underrated movie. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, that could be like in my top five, but I love Jumanji more. Even Aladdin, that's great. Good Morning Vietnam. Even The Birdcage is fun. It's a funny movie. Uh, What Dreams May Come. You know, the, he did some good movies. 1 Hour Photo, Play Basketball, Pumping Lift, Running with the Speed of Sound. Lou Ferrigno, you can bet that we're gonna lift some weights. Sonic, that's easy. I mean, I'm gonna run with Sonic and basketball with Michael Jordan. Yeah, Popeye, that's a good movie. And Toys, I forgot about Toys, but that's one. I don't think I have it. I know it. I think it's hard to come by, but I would definitely like to pick that up and watch that again. I remember Toys. Did you hear that Sam Raimi wants to do another Dark Man? Yeah, I did hear something about that. Like they're talking about the studios are interested in doing another Dark Man movie. But I mean, Liam Neeson, if they said tomorrow Liam Neeson's coming back for another Dark Man and Sam Raimi's involved, you know, maybe I would be a little interested, but I just have a bad feeling that it would just be it would be a lot of studio interference, and They just would not make it right. And because, now, they would say it's a legacy sequel. And considering the track record lately with, sequels and, reboots and continuations, I just would have a bad feeling. The Last Duel, yeah, that movie came and went. Go to Hawaii with, go to Arby's with, and play baseball with. Nick Nolte, Kirby, Andy Serkis. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to Hawaii with Nick Nolte. So if we run into Ezra Miller, Nick Nolte can beat the shit out of him. Kirby, I'll play baseball with Kirby and Andy Serkis. We'll go to Arby's because Andy Serkis, he seems like an Arby's type of guy. The worst Robin Williams film, RV. I mean, it's not great, but I can watch it. I don't know if it's his work. I don't know if that is his worst movie, but it's not a great movie. The new Thor movie, indifferent. Go to the beach with, do the river dance, flying with a jetpack. Me and Pierce together will ride a jetpack. John Cho. We'll go to the beach. You know what? I'll go to the beach with Michelle Yeoh and do the river dance with John Cho. Yeah, Tony Scott was a great director. Rest in peace. Mm. I had myself the usual cola sweetened with pure cane sugar. The Cheesecake Factory, never been. Um, I think there's one in Raleigh, like inside the mall, but I've never been to one of their restaurants. Have Rambo Raff beat the shit out of, roll over with a giant rolling pin, and have Squirtle use his water blast on Don Michael Paul, Kevin Smith, Killjoy. I think Rambo Raff would beat the shit out of Killjoy. Roll over with a giant rolling pin, Kevin Smith, and water blast Don Michael Paul. Chainsaw drilling to the head and smacking with a hammer. I don't know who John. I don't know who that is. Jeffrey Jones and Bryan Singer. Chainsaw, Jeffrey Jones, drill to the head, Bryan Singer, and the other guy can get the hammer. No, I never seen that. Yeah, I mean, there's a mall in Raleigh that has a Cheesecake Factory restaurant inside, but never been there. Killjoy is he's a killer clown, but I don't know how many of those movies they have made, but yeah, there's a lot of them. There's quite a few of them. Cameo, I've tried it one time, and I got a shout out from Dougie Doug from Cool Runnings, but other than that, I haven't really purchased. I haven't really bought a lot of cameos. Oh, really? Yeah, I've heard about that guy. Yeah, the guy that created Ren and Stimpy. He's a real piece of work. Yeah, I mean, those types of movies, I just don't. Nowadays you look at the general audience, and I just don't think they care about those types of movies. I mean, people say, "Well, Game of Thrones," but now that's over. Like, I don't think, in regards to movie wise, people really care about those types, like that type of movie anymore. It's more about the comic book. And yeah, I mean, that explains why The Last Duel, Ridley Scott, that movie came and went. The Northman, even though a lot of people say, I've heard good things about, you say it was a good movie and all this stuff. And, people have praised the movie. But, a lot of those films now, that type of movie, it just kind of comes and goes. People don't really care much about that type of movie now. I don't know much about that. Go surfing with, do a Friday 13th marathon with, and go Olive Garden with. Well, me and Iron Sheik, we're gonna do a marathon of the Friday 13th movies. That'd be great. Olive Garden, me and Kane Hodder can go to Olive Garden, and Marmaduke will go surfing. Oh, that's cool. I'd like to see your shout out from Alex Winter. Yeah, I've heard. I haven't seen the American Crime. I don't know who that is. I'm going to say Goodwill Hunting, but both movies I do like. I forgot about that one. Yeah, Goodwill Hunting. That's another good movie. Really good movie. No, I haven't heard about that. Yeah, I mean, that's every movie now. Every movie is based on a comic book, whether it be DC or the MCU, and it seems like everything else is cast aside and not given much marketing, not given much backing, and everything else is like takes a backseat to that to the what's what's big now. Again, comic book movies, things of that sort. So everything else takes a backseat. And I mean, people might say, well, the John Wick movies and John Wick, the last one made quite a bit of money, and that's a franchise that is successful. But again, everything else gets cast aside, unfortunately. I still haven't seen Machete Kills. Played The Sims with, played War Monsters with, watched Rambo with, Fabio, Bobby, Matt. And well, me and you, we can play Sims. War of Monsters, I guess with Fabio, and me and Matt can watch Rambo. I don't know any of those guys except Iron Sheik. I don't know who that is. Thoughts on the next Marvel event, Secret Wars, with Doctor Doom as the villain? I haven't heard about that. I want a re-release of Child's Play 3 with a deep fake of Alex Winter. Okay, like I said, I don't know who that is. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun rant. I will say I really enjoyed his rant on that. Oh, we got Flash. Flash Flex is in the house. Okay, go to a strip club, eating barbecue food, and doing the disco. Well, huh? I'll go to the disco with Fabio because now he's the Fabio Travolti. And I saw that video of him walking down the sidewalk. So yeah, I'm doing Saturday Night Fever with Fabio. strip club, me and Matt, why not? And I'll eat barbecue food with OCP. Yeah, unfortunately. Yes, I did. And oh, you haven't? Okay. You haven't seen it. Yeah, I have seen it. I have seen the movie. There's some parts that I like, some parts that I didn't, but I did enjoy Matt's rant. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick, if he, you know, you imagine what he would have done with that. Now, who's this again? Now, which actress? Was it American Chavez? Not playing. American Chavez. Eat pizza with all day, throw eggs at someone's house, and rob a bank. I don't know if we could rob a bank. Um, I don't want to say that, but eat pizza with. How about this? I'll eat pizza with all three of those guys. Mac. I mean Mac. Who's Mac? Mike, Matt, and Nefri. I can eat pizza with those guys, and we'll throw eggs at Alec Baldwin's house. Okay, I gotta look this up. Sarah Fithian. I don't know who that is, but apparently she was in Doctor Strange. Her and her husband are facing jail time after being found guilty of sexually abusing a 13-year-old girl. Fucking A. Well, good. I hope they go to jail. Bodo's Jimmy Seville. I don't know who Jimmy Seville is. Bodo's Gary Glitter. Throw an anvil at John Avenger. Throw bottles at the other guy. Red Heat. No, they would never cancel that. I mean, that's a movie. It has nothing to do with what's happening in real life. But yeah, I don't think they would never. They would never. They wouldn't cancel that. I don't think they really care about Red Heat. I mean, I do. It's a good movie, but again, it's just a movie. Nothing to do with what's happening. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's some. I hated the cameos. I mean, there's some interesting shots in the movie, but yeah. I haven't seen that. Cesar Chavez? I don't know who that is. Yeah, like I said, I don't think they wouldn't cancel Red Heat. Robert De Niro? I don't know. I mean, I don't agree with his beliefs, but I just think that he's just up there in age, and he's not getting the roles like he used to. I mean, that's what happens. Robert De Niro is a great actor. He's done some great movies, but with guys like that are pushing 80 or about to be 80, I mean, they're not. I mean, look at Al Pacino. You could say the same thing in regards to movies. I mean, maybe he'll pop up once in a while, but these guys are getting old. As much as I hate to say it, I love Al Pacino and guys like that, but they're not getting the roles like they used to. I love Cool Runnings. Yeah, exactly. Stop with the sympathetic villains. Tired of it. Yeah, we live in a society. Well, I thought wasn't the wasn't it a rumor that Doc Ock was going to be a villain, or maybe they? It was like two or three villains, right? It was like Doc Ock and Electro and Sandman. I thought that was the case. Maybe somebody out there has an answer, but I swear it was like two or three villains. It was like Doc Ock, Sandman, Electro. So yeah, because wasn't Arnold supposed to be Doc Ock? Yeah, Al Pacino seems like a cool guy. Yeah, the Batman, and I definitely will be picking that up on Blu-ray. I agree. Yeah, same here. I definitely like nowadays. I prefer Pacino more. Yeah, I'll go on for a little bit longer here. Yeah, well, nowadays, like I said, I definitely prefer Pacino more. De Niro's done some great movies, but I I have to lean towards Pacino. I still haven't seen Ronin. I have it on DVD, but I still haven't seen the film yet. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard anything about that. I know they did that one film, Focus, another film that I have, but I've never seen it. Yeah, that would have been cool. Get Scott Adkins. Scorpion, yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I thought I heard it was like Doc Ock, and I just remember the one thing that I've heard, like in that James Cameron script, there was a scene where Peter Parker and Mary Jane do it on the bridge, like they have a thing of like they're having sex on the spider web on the bridge. I still haven't seen Leon the Professional. I know that's weird. Sylvester James, I don't know who that is. Exactly. Same here, Bobby. That's cool. Do I think that Schwarzenegger should have been Doc Ock? Back in the day, I don't know. Even back then in the early 90s, when they talked about that James Cameron Spider-Man, even back then I would have been like, that's an odd choice. Maybe you could have had someone else to play Doc Ock. I don't know, like who would have been a good Doc Ock in the early 90s? For the people out there still in the chat, like who would have been a good Doc Ock in the early 90s? Maybe Sam Neill, maybe somebody like that. Yeah, I did hear about that. Oh, God. We live in a society where people are marrying holograms. The Austrian octopus. Yeah, that's right. So they work together twice. Yeah, I don't know what's that show about. I've seen the pictures, but I don't know much about it. Yeah, the Beatles, I don't mind. Did I ever see the Screep Licks for Raimi's Spider-Man 4? It ends with Peter Parker throwing his suit off a bridge. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I would like to have seen what Sam Raimi would have done with Spider-Man 4, but I think it's just way too late. Captain Redneck, I don't know who that is. Yes, it's doomed. Yeah, that would have been cool. Stay Wild Meal. I don't know what that is. Steven Seagal. I don't know much about Alexander Nevsky. Yeah, that would have been cool. You know, James Woods as Norman Osborn back in the early '90s. He would have been perfect. Um, yeah, I think that was the rumor. Like they were gonna have Arnold as Doc Ock. Michael Bean was gonna be Sandman, and I could be wrong about that. I could be totally off, but I'm always open to correction. I think Lance Henriksen was gonna be a villain, like Electro. Yeah. The next two reviews that are coming up that I'm working on: Cobra Kai season 1 for Wild Man Beyond, Spider-Man No Way Home, and both videos are going to be collaborations. My brother's going to be in both videos. We're going to talk about season 1 Cobra Kai and No Way Home. So yeah, my brother's going to join in on that one on both videos, and then I have to review a radio project for Wild Man Beyond, and then after that, after those videos, I'll get back to more random content because I'll be done with request videos. Um, Unless it's a paid request, for now I'm just going to be, like after these next set of videos, I'll be done with again requests. But I'll get back to more random stuff. The spy series, okay. I can't see the flag. Yeah, I mean, I like history, but I'm very bad at geography. I still got to go. Well, um, I'll go with Christopher Lambert because to me he's more underrated. But back in the day, Seagal had some good movies. But I still go with Lambert. Yeah, Ron Howard as Spider Man. I don't think that could work. Yeah, I still haven't seen. Well, I'm gonna save that for another time. Um, because I did talk about and review Driven to Kill. Um, but I'll get to that back. I'll get to that at some point. Like I said, I got two big, like Cobra Kai season 1 and Spider Man No Way Home. I'm going to review those, and I got to do one thing for Wild Man, and then for now I'm going to be done with requests, so I can get back to more random stuff, but I'll get back to that at some point. Yeah, Steven Seagal is Doc Ock. I think that would be a joke. Can you imagine Steven Seagal as Doc Ock? He goes into a bar. Has anybody seen Spidey? Has anybody seen Parker? I don't know why I just thought about that. Like, Steven Seagal, with 8 tentacles in the bar looking for Spider-Man. Has anybody seen Spidey? I don't know who that is. No, I haven't seen those. I got to go with Rugged Hauer. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I that's the one thing, and when me and my brother talk about that movie, we'll definitely touch on that, uh, the appearances, because I wish that he was in the film more. But like I said, when we talk about that, we'll go more in depth. But yeah, so that's coming. That's coming up at some point here. Yeah, I agree. Andy Griffith as Uncle Ben, maybe in the '80s, maybe. I had no idea. I didn't know that. Um, well, even back then, I don't know, like even in the 80s, I would have had somebody else. Jessica Tandy. Is that her name? The Miss Daisy? Yeah, from other movies like Cocoon, Batteries Not Included. Yeah, that lady. I think she would have been a good Aunt May. Really? Natalie Portman taking steroids for the new Thor movie? Steven Seagal as Rhino. Well, he could do it now. I mean, he's got the weight for it. Yeah, apparently there was a scene in James Cameron's Spider-Man script where there was a sex scene on the bridge, and they were having sex on a piece of web. You know how, like in the movies, Peter Parker would kind of create a web for them to lay on. Well, apparently in the James Cameron script, and somebody, if I'm wrong, please, anybody out there can look this up. But yeah, in that script, apparently there was a sex scene on a bridge. I've never seen Trance. That can work too. I've never seen those. Yeah, has anybody seen Petey? Has anybody seen Peter? Yeah, I'd be like, out for justice. I don't know. It just seemed funny, Steven Seagal with as Doc Ock. Has anybody seen Parker? Yeah, Amber Turd. Fuck Amber Turd. Anything you want to donate? I mean, I got PayPal, and it's anything you want to tip. I mean, again, nothing's too high or too low. So again, anything you want to donate there is fine. There's no set price. And I do have Patreon as well. And that includes crediting. So if you're into that type of thing, but for people out there, if interested in like, one-off requests, I do have PayPal. Yeah, I do think that Leonardo DiCaprio would have been good, like in the early 90s, 93, 94. He would have been good Peter Parker. Steven Seagal in Star Wars. The Buffet Strikes Back. um, Return of the Richie. Now I'm thinking of all these titles I could blend with Star Wars. Death Star Under Siege. I'm going to take you to the bank, Vader. To the blood bank. Dun, 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 dun. I'm cracking myself up. Fear I haven't seen. I can't remember. But yeah, apparently that did happen in the script. Yeah. Yeah, Live Free or Amber Heard. The fourth Raimi film, once again, was going to have more lovers. Was Gwen Stacy one of them? I don't know how Spider-Man 4 would have worked. I mean, I don't like Spider-Man 3, but Dan Aykroyd, good actor. He seems like a fun guy to hang around and, talk about UFOs and stuff. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah, I love Buffy. Yeah. Amber Turd. Amber Heard boiled. Yeah, Live Free or Amber Turd. A good day to turd hard. Turd with a Vengeance. Steven Seagal and Die Hard. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe if I don't know. Well, I mean, he kind of did that. I mean, Die Hard on a battleship, under siege. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he would play Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, I can see that happening. Like nowadays, just put him in a big worm suit. The Sixth Sense. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm trying to think about how that would sound like. The Sixth Sense. I don't know. I have to. My improv is not on point this morning, but I'm trying. um, but I think he would ruin both the movies. Yeah, Walmart Berg. Seagal would defeat Vader. Like he would try to use his Aikido on Darth Vader. Can you imagine that? Natalie Portman must have taken note from Sly when it comes to steroids, but is that like confirmed? Did she really take steroids for the next Thor movie? Exactly. My Super Ex-Girlfriend, I haven't seen, but I think I've heard about it. Is Uma Thurman in that one? Luke Wilson? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, exactly. Um, I think she's hot, but she's not like for me, she's not a top 10 hot. She's still hot, like Uma Thurman, but she's not like for me a top 10 hot, if that makes sense. She's a good actress. She's nice to look at, but I think there's other actresses out there that are a little bit hotter, but she's still good looking. Brad Pitt, great actor. I'm trying to catch up here a little bit. Mila Kunis, don't know much. I mean, I know who she is, but I don't have much an opinion. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think it's just way too late. I mean, they appeared in the film. I wish that they had more to do, but I just think if Marvel's desperate enough, they probably will do it. But for me, I think it's just too late. Yeah. Have a great day, man. Thank you for dropping in. Exactly. Yeah. Seagal would not eat Darth Vader. Darth Vader would not let Seagal come close. That's for sure. Uh, I don't think they care much about it. I mean, again, if it's like a movie like that, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't say much about it or have an opinion. But I just don't think they ultimately care. Okay, that's it. Okay, I think she's pretty much retired. I mean, I think she just wants to live a normal life and take care of her kids, and I can't blame her for that. I think it'll be the other way around. Vader would, they would cook Seagal, and I don't know. I mean, Vader, as much as I like Seagal, Vader would, he would destroy Seagal. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I still haven't seen Leon the Professional. That's one that's on my to watch list. Tina Fey, I know who she is, but I don't know much about. Like, I haven't really seen much of her stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I like Christian Bale. Yeah, I got the first three movies, or it could be the first four movies, but I haven't seen any of the Police Academy movies. If Amber Turd try to shit on my shelf, she's gonna go outside and pick a plot because I live next to a cemetery. So yeah, we're not having that. I tell you right now. Amber Heard, Amber Turd, you're gonna turn on, you're gonna shit in the wrong house. Mr. Vane, I don't know who that is. I have heard of him, but yeah, I've heard of him, but I don't want to look into it. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Leon, Beyond the Professional. I do want to check it out. Yeah. Police Academy 3 is my favorite. Yeah, I definitely would like to watch those. I do have them on DVD somewhere, like the first three or four. Yeah, I like James Roday. Weird Science or The Breakfast Club. You know what? I'll go with Weird Science. That's a really fun movie. But I do love both films. It's a song from the 90s. Mr. Vane. Okay. Yeah, Knight Rider is a fun show. I got the first two seasons and I need to pick up the other two, but yeah, it's a fun show. Brian Tochi, yeah, I think he was also the voice of Leonardo in the early live action Ninja Turtles movies. I think now like he does a lot of conventions. Like I think it was early this year. There was a convention about 3 hours away, and the Revenge of the Nerds cast was there, um, including Donald Gibb and Brian Tochi and Robert Carradine. I'm like, and Booger. I'm like, that would have been cool to meet those guys, but I didn't go. But I just think that yeah, I think he just wants to take it easy and do convention like do cons and stuff. Justin Bieber, he's not gonna make it. I mean, he can try, but me and my brother would take care of him. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Look up the Christianity Hotline, Bill Jensen. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that. I have to look it up after the stream. No, I didn't know that. Yeah, Knight Rider was fun. Favorite Rambo Rap for Life moment? Mine would be during his Scary Five movie rant. My favorite moment. Um, hmm. I loved the moment where he destroyed the tape. Watching Alien 3, that was great. I'm trying to think of one more. Um, I think one moment, and this is maybe a year or two ago, when he did like a ranting commentary on Spider-Man 3. And I think the moment when Peter Parker started dancing, uh, I remember he got off the couch and like he just started screaming and stuff, and that was funny. But he's had a lot of great moments. Yeah, it's about time. It's long overdue. Yeah, James Hong, congrats to him. Great actor. It's about damn time. Again, long overdue. Didn't we all? Don't we all? Yeah, Will Smith, he could try, but again, I got me, my brother, Lucy. Lucy can jump all over Will Smith. Yeah, The Good Son's a good movie. No, I've never heard of that one. Mickey Rourke's a good actor, but nowadays, I don't know what happened. Surgeries. I don't know what happened to Mickey Rourke. Yoko. Um, I don't know. That'd be cool. Get Lopan in there. Have him appear in Cobra Kai. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Will Simp. Drake Bell. I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know. He seems like he's off as a person. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know he was in that new movie with Michelle Yeoh, but I still haven't seen it. Kind of like a multiverse movie. And Short Round. Yeah, he was in that film too. I would like to check that film out. Yeah, he's a good actor, but his face, I don't know what happened. Again, plastic surgeries. I don't know what happened. I still haven't seen Porky's, but I do have it on Blu-ray. My favorite Bruce Willis comedy. You know what? I'm going to say Hudson Hawk. I know people out there, might make fun of that, but to me, it's a fun movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chris Farley, if he would have jumped in there and saved Chris Rock, he would have went Beverly Hills Ninja on Will Smith. I guess so. I mean, I guess he's still in Russia, hiding in an igloo somewhere, trying to hibernate with his McDoubles. Yeah. I haven't seen The Wrestler yet. I do have the film. But yeah, I mean, I still would like to check out that film. I've heard a lot of good things about the film. Yeah. Yeah, Hudson Hawk's a fun movie. But yeah, I'm going to go on for 10 more minutes here. We've been going for an hour and 40, but I'll go on for 10 more minutes. Yeah. Yeah, Russian descent. Is that why in Driven to Kill his accent was very weird? Like Driven to Kill, I thought was okay. I thought it was a decent movie. For direct to video. I'm like Seagal should have just retire. He should just retire after that movie. It seemed like now it does seem like he had a little bit of a comeback there. After that, like around that time, but yeah, I mean, Driven to Kill I thought was decent. Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't she die in House of Wax, the remake? Yeah, Chris Farley would have had his nunchucks and just fuck up Will Smith. Yeah, and I bet you, if McDonald's left Russian, I'm willing to bet so did Seagal because he needs his McDoubles. He probably, now that McDonald's left Russia, he probably, I don't know, maybe he's trying to get back to the States because we have KFC. We got KFC over here for Seagal. Hey, Seagal, if you're watching, we got KFC, buddy. Yeah, George Carlin, rest in peace. Yeah, Danny Trejo seems like a cool guy. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Machete, the movie, but I do like Danny Trejo. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to go on for a few more minutes here. So if you guys want to, you know, send in a bunch of questions here, I've had fun though. I mean, it's been fun uh, talking with you guys here. Desperado, yeah, it's a good movie. and I think I have it, but yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it. But Desperado's a good movie. Yeah, and then he dies at the end by killing himself. Whatever. Yeah, Stephen Mott. Graveyard Shift. We got to get you on Star Search. Yeah, I love that guy. Great actor. Yeah, I mean, if McDonald's left Russia, what is Seagal going to do? He's got to come back to the States. We have all the food. We got KFC. We got Popeyes. Come on, Seagal. Never seen that. If Ezra Miller came to my house, I'll knock him out with this piece of desk right here. I'm like, Ezra Miller, you could try and step in, but you're going to get this piece of desk here, this particle board, particle wood, whatever. He wants to throw chairs at women. I'll throw a table at him. Never driven a Volkswagen. Which villain do I think Stallone could play? Which Spider-Man villain? Um, hmm. Maybe Sandman. Maybe Sandman. Mothra? Yeah, sure. Why not? A Good Man with Seagal rips off Leon the Professional. I haven't seen A Good Man. Yeah. Curry or barbecue? I guess barbecue. Seagal would eat Ezra Miller. I don't know about that. How would that happen? I think Seagal would just get tired of Ezra Miller and just go Aikido on him. Like, can you imagine if those two met? Seagal is Pac-Man. Yeah, he's the real life Pac-Man. Wherever there's a golden corral, Seagal's going to go Pac-Man. Chomp, 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 chomp. Yeah. Have you guys out there seen the arrest video with Ezra Miller? Was that the idea for the plot? Rush Hour 3 fighting neo-Nazis? I don't know why. Maybe I thought that was an idea for the third movie. I could be wrong. Seagal is dying to eat Van Damme. Van Damme would just give him a helicopter kick. Van Damme would take him out now. Seagal, he's 70 years old. Van Damme, even for a guy that is early 60s, I think Van Damme would still beat Seagal. Yeah. Yeah, he's the real life Hamburglar. What would happen if Seagal started in 101 Dalmatians? Oh my God. Oh man. I think he would just get tired of all the dogs and try to Aikido every dog. Or this summer, Seagal is out for Dalmatians. I don't know. I mean, he could do whatever. I don't know, how that would happen. Seagal and 101 Dalmatians. Seagal would take him out. Heck no. Seagal should eat Amber Turd. No, I don't. Seagal, I don't think he would eat Amber Turd. She's full of shit. Seagal, what would happen if Seagal met Amber Heard? I don't know how that would happen. I don't know what would happen. I didn't hear about that. That's fucked up. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. But for everybody out there, thank you for joining in the chat. And it was fun. I had fun chatting with you guys here. And for everybody out there that tuned in, thank you. Retro Scotty, Wildman, Ruben, Flash, DJ. Try to get everybody mentioned, but Johnny Jerry, Gary, thank you. Hopium, I don't know if he's still in here, but yeah, everybody, Common Rider, thank you guys for tuning in. And like I said, the next hangout I'm going to shoot for this Saturday during the day, and we'll get up again and we'll have more people in the live stream. But thank you again, and have a good day.